Welcome back to Blockchain Pill. My name is Alex, and today we'll learn more about how ICP and Web3 reaches all over the world with the help of ICP Hubs. Today we will talk to Iana Pugahova, the leader of the Thailand ICP Hub, also known as Synergy Lab. So Iana, thank you very much for coming here and educating us about the progress that ICP Hubs have been making globally. Welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Hi, thank you very much for having me here. I was looking forward to this podcast.
I want to learn more about you and what did you do before you started your Web3 journey and before creating the Synergy Labs ICP Hub.
So I actually have several degrees. One of them it was in nursing. I used to be a nurse in an intensive care department, and then I switched my career and I got a different degree in hospitality business management, and I worked in the U.S. for some time for managing hotels, and then it was getting very difficult because it was very hectic, and I took a break, and I decided to join crypto. At the time, I already knew about Web3 since 2016, but I wasn't working full time. So about 2017, I started working in Web3 industry, was doing Telegram moderation jobs, small ones to learn about the projects, start doing marketing. After that, I was working for near protocol community, building their community for different guilds. And for some time, then I discovered 2021, I discovered Internet Computer, and I was amazed by the roadmap and all the technology. It was very standing out. And I actually was working as a marketing contractor for some time. And the journey led me to be ICP Hub leader. I applied for the position, was open, got interviews, and got to be managing Thailand and Malaysia at the time. Now
That's
I'm only concentrating on Thailand region.
That's an incredible story. And I think that you got into crypto earlier than most people because I think most of the people in crypto now probably joined during the 2020 bull run. So you're one of the OGs. And you heard about Internet Computer Protocol in 2021, I assume during the launch event, right?
Not after. After is already when it was token already down, and then I discovered the open position for
Mhm.
ICP, and I was doing research. Went to internetcomputer.org. I was impressed with documentations and where it's going, and I was like, well, this is going to change the whole entire internet. And I was super amazed, and I got applied for position open, and I got in.
Mhm.
So after that, I became extremely a fan of ICP before I actually got onboarded, but I got really into now ICP, obviously. And I think that's all what I'm talking about in my regular life, only about internet computer, how to grow the ecosystem, how to bring the projects. And this is my whole life involved around the ICP. There's no any other topic in my life, only ICP actually.
I agree. Listen, and I think that spending time in Web3 and meeting the people that are also involved in ICP is a great way to spend your time. So tell us more about what are ICP hubs. So people may have heard about what ICP hubs are, and the fact that there is a bunch of them all over the world, but what's the role of ICP hubs?
So the role of ICP Hub, obviously, to connect with local community and build ICP awareness globally. But not only we're focusing on awareness, we're actually bringing project into ecosystem, building from our like region Thailand on ICP. We are obviously incubating now. There's announcement of acceleration program. We will be accelerating project to another level. We are working with KOLs. We are working with bigger publications. We're making waves with maybe for Thailand region. We're making waves with regular media. I don't know if you're aware that we are really into VR. So we're focusing on VR, educating people. One of the very big talented artists on Bangkok, he has traditional Thai theater. We built for him VR theater I think it's happened in September. There was a huge showcase on the television several times, and it's all built on a canister and ICP. And he will be using this to in the future when he connects real theater with VR and selling VR tickets to globally. So we're doing many things. We're educating people. Right now, we had about 800 students who we taught about VR and how to deploy an ICP, which recently we had very cool competition that we rewarded students with VR sets, which is pretty amazing. And we launched a small collection from ICP community to support that initiative. Some of them then bought our NFT, and that money went towards all that rewards to the students.
So basically, the role of ICP Hubs is to spread the message of the Internet Computer Protocol across the world.
Not only the message, but also bring vision and mission locally, and find people who have the same meaning, the same vision. Or if they don't know, we will of course introduce to ICP and bring them on board and build the community locally.
Of course. And you mentioned that you helped a bunch of projects or a bunch of people start projects on ICP. Can we get a little bit deeper into that? Like, how are you helping them get funds, and how many projects have you guys helped?
Okay, so I incubated from the last 9 months, incubated 60 projects. It's not necessary, all of them applied for a grant from the developer grants, but obviously there was about 12 received a grant who is building here locally. The projects are actually going to be showcased at the upcoming town hall meeting, which is April 26th. Guys, tune in. Our segment starting with at 12 p.m. Thailand time to our segment with Indonesia Hub and Vietnam Hub. We will be showcasing projects that are built locally. Will be the first introduction to the project. Projects. Some of them are VR projects. Some of them are projects that like Yoki Finance with finance and payment solutions coming. Maybe you've seen a project around unchained elephants, tokenized elephants in Thailand. This is a project that is coming from my hub. He's pretty active with the community. Another project, Discover Phuket. It's a travel touristy projects that is going to use NFT certificates to have a discounts built on ICP. It was Web2, Web3 integration. Another project is Web2, Web3 integration, real coffee business. Actually, we built for them e-commerce with NFT minting, so people can buy barista coffee, like coffee tutorials as an NFT. And maybe in the future there will be like trips to Chiang Mai for coffee farms here. Another Chess DAO is coming up. It's like a gaming. Frame Chain is coming up. They just received a game. Battle Chain, I actually posted recently. It's going to be a super cool app. It's 4chain on ICP. And it's going to be a Degen style. So I think the community will really appreciate that.
So you guys helped in the past 9 months 60 projects get funding, which is an insane
No,
number.
no, 60 project we incubated, meaning that they applied for a grant, but
Okay.
only like 10% received a grant and start building an ICP.
And I wanted to get into this because, as far as I know, in the past, grants were going directly to DFINITY for them to decide whether or not they want to give grants to the teams. And if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, now if you want to apply for a grant, you have to apply to your local hub. Is it correct?
It depends. If it is a grant as above $5,000 for developer, it's going to be coming to DFINITY Foundation from developer side. But we obviously we try to find very good projects here to apply, to encourage them to apply, to explain about ICP, because it has a little bit learning curve, right, for them.
Okay.
So we find these projects, we encourage them to apply, we review the application before they apply. So that was it was a lots of one-on-ones because sometimes people don't know how to apply for a grant. How so it's a lots of small steps before the actual application go into the DFINITY. But now, yes, you can apply from through the hub, but it has to be like innovative and resident um, application, and it's only $5,000, which is will bring probably you to build a small MVP on ICP.
So what are you looking for when a project applies for a grant? How do you know that this project is going to be a winner, and how do you know which project you are going to reject? So what should people that are interested to apply for those grants look out for?
Because I already have seen so many, reviewed applications before it goes to DFINITY to apply for a grant. So I already know if person understands the technology or not, if they actually go to the website and read on the website what it is about, because there's a lots of projects that even don't know what it is and applying for a grant. So I actually sent a couple of projects today away and saying that you should probably do your research before you're applying for. But what I'm looking for personally, if it is aerial meetups, I meet a lots of people at the events. So it's not only we host events, but we also go to other events for networking opportunities, to be a speaker somewhere at conferences. So meet lots of people, and I could tell because I've been already in Web3 for a while. I could tell if person is actually wants to build for real, or if person is just wants to get a grant and go to another ecosystem and build something else, get a grant and leave. So I kind of already intuitive know a person traits, and I can see if they have actually stamina to build something.
And I think that it's good that DFINITY, kind of outsourced the preliminary stages of the grant to the hubs, because you guys have more manpower than DFINITY, to filter out those grants before it goes to them. So I think that's great. I'm curious, you are the leader of the Thailand ICP Hub. So why did you start it there? Why are you in Thailand?
Oh, I just moved there. So that's why I moved there, because before I lived in US, and I decided to switch my daily routine, I guess, and sceneries, and I decided to move to Thailand. It was a fun place to go, and they are very welcoming Web3 community here. So that's why I'm here.
And did you find any difficulties with the local Thailand people? I mean, because you're like a foreigner, like, do you find it hard to connect to the Thailand people?
No, 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 not really, because it's a Web3, so everybody knows English, right? So it's pretty easy. And then I found through the networking opportunities, I found one co-founder. We have four co-founders for Synergy Labs. Before it started, I started everything by myself, did run for a while by myself, and then I found really good people. I got them know, work with them a little bit to see if they can perform, whether they have the same passion about ICP, because it was very important to me. And it led me to have now three other co-founders. One of them is a Thai, so he knows English and Thai language. That helps a lot, especially with universities. And another one is from Brazil community, which he knows lots of Brazilians, and apparently lots of Brazilians have many businesses. So it's looking forward for Web 2 to Web 3 integrations more. And another a person is also I met at one of the local events. And because I could feel intuitively also who can work with me, and they did a good job before helping around, got inspired with Dominic's speech, watching that on the time they were watching lots of YouTube videos, and now they are super motivated, and they're like, we need to make sure that when Dominic comes here in Thailand, maybe in November or some other time, that we are here, like everybody knows ICP here. So this is our goal for Thailand and put obviously Thailand on chain.
So you mentioned you have three other co-founders. What is the process of running one ICP Hub, and how does the day in your life look like as an ICP Hub leader?
Actually, I work all the time. I don't have day offs for that because ICP is actually my life now, and I hope it will stay for a long time. So anytime I need something connecting with project, I have lots of meetings during the day with the projects. We have meetings regarding event planning, which we have actually upcoming event here in Bangkok for April 23rd. If you guys maybe traveling to Bangkok, let me know. We will going to be official side event for Southeast Asia Blockchain Week. I will be also be a speaker at a conference. So it's going to be next week. It's going to be super intense. So we're preparing a fun community party that everybody. The plan is for everyone to know ICP, and you know realize that ICP has a lot of fun events. So we have a lots of preparation, and it's a lots of arrangement needs to be done before. We just hosted a previously party as well. With we had a community lead from DFINITY Foundation join us for multi-chain segment. So it was like networking opportunity event. We had the days are always different because one day I will be talking to well, projects, another day I will be organizing some for events, or we are going to have accelerator program, so it needs to be accelerator program done. Every time I go to be a speaker somewhere, which or networking opportunity, I have to prepare new slides. And we have 4 interns who are helping us to create content in Thai language. So we have to manage them as well. They're learning while they're creating content. They're coming from universities that we hosted some events. We have VR workshops, so there's lots of connection with the students. So the days can be very hectic. Like I could be on my phone all day long.
So there is four co-founders and four interns. Is this the
Yes.
whole team, or like do you have more team members? And what I'm interested about is what's the structure inside the hub? Like who's the leader, who calls the shots, and how does the structure of the hub look like?
Well, we are 4 co-founders, so we discuss all the steps, and we try to be respectful to each other. Every one of us has 25% of share in the company. So we try to, if somebody doesn't like, we try to negotiate and do something different. So we kind of work as a team. So there's no, it's, I'm a little bit more on the leader side, like pushing them to do more stuff because this is my nature. So I would get up like 6 o'clock a.m. and then I will start texting them. Now I feel like they try not to answer me this early because it's getting out of hand. I can get up very early and start texting people. But this is a structure for interns. The students just wanted to be join the community, and they were saying like, "Can you give us opportunity to do something in Web3?" But we don't know anything, so we said, "Okay, why don't you guys be interns? Of course, you will be rewarded for doing the job, but you need to learn about Web3." So while they're making content creation, they're doing articles in Thai language, they're learning about Web3 and ICP. So this is a very good opportunity for them to learn, and it will be good for their resume as well.
And how does the hub work like a company? You guys, as far as I know, are, and all the hubs for that matter, are funded by DFINITY, right?
We are working on a grants program. Yes, we have to apply for a grant. We have to present what we are going to do, and then the foundation decides if they're going to give us a grant or not for the activities that we're planning for some period of time.
And what are some of the upcoming activities? So next week you mentioned that you're gonna be in Bangkok and have an event, but what are some more educational plans that you guys have, to go into high schools, to go into colleges and teach people about Web3? What are you guys planning to do?
Yes, so we had already 20 workshops more than 20 workshops with the 20 universities. Only in Bangkok area, we had all these different VR workshops where we teach students how to build an ICP. The workshop is quite intense. It's 8 hours long.
Mhm.
So they learned, if you don't know even Unity, because we covered a little bit Unity, and then we cover from every step. They learn how to do that. So the workshops is about 3 or 4 times a month with the different universities. Also, we had in Chiang Mai University some ideathons for students there as well. This is our educational workshops that we're focusing. Now the students are going to go on a break because it's a springtime. I don't know, for it's very weird in Thailand. After Thailand New Year, they go on a break for some time. Then we will be focusing on boot camps, how to code with the TypeScript 101. This is our goal to have many boot camps with many students before the November when DEF CON comes. So they know already how to build an ICP and they can participate in an upcoming hacker house.
Are you guys facing any difficulties, any challenges along the way? Because I know, trying to spread the word about Web3 and to onboard people to Web3, especially normal people, they don't want to hear about Web3. They look at crypto and they think, I'm not going to waste my time with crypto. Are you facing any challenges trying to onboard people or any challenges in general?
So we don't really say this is a crypto. We say this is Web3 and the blockchain technology, and this is a future. So it depends how you are going to, to talk to people, especially with universities, because as they see this is the way it leads. Like in the future, we are obviously going to use blockchain technology, and these universities actually encourage students to participate in hackathons to become better builders. They are welcoming different protocols. Right now, ICP is the only one blockchain in Thailand that we have so many partnership with universities. We are like on almost every university in Bangkok. Everybody knows us.
Mhm.
And if some other blockchain comes in, they will have a difficulties time because it's not an easy task to arrange a workshop at the university. There's many hoops you have to do, and it is very hard to get a slot.
What do you think is the selling point of Web3? So let's imagine that you're talking to somebody that has never heard about Web3 before. How do you sell it to him? Why is it such an opportunity to be in Web3 now, especially because we're at the beginning? So what's the big deal with it?
So we are going to use the new internet and Web3 where you are going to earn on your own things. And now with the recent news as some AWS stopping in the servers, stopping to use in different countries. And I'm from Ukraine, and Ukraine and Russia is not friends by the countries, but I have Russian friends. So they have challenges when they cannot use the credit card. Nothing works. The businesses are not working. The Web3 it comes very handy to open like a website on Web3 that they can operate, anywhere in the world and nobody will stop. Only possible on ICP. So this is examples that I would tell people why you actually need Web3. And besides that, the point is like this is also is a marketing strategy for businesses. Like if it is hotel, why don't you guys use NFTs for as a marketing, or loyalty points? Loyalty points you can transfer worldwide through different systems. You can transfer to different people. Maybe you're never going to come back to Thailand. Why don't you transfer these loyalty points to someone else or airdrop? So actually, I have a couple hotels that are interested, but with a gray area of this, tokens is kind of gray area still. It's hard to determine, and it's hard it is very hard to not convince the people to use it, but making sure it's illegal to use it. Companies, regular companies, are starting getting interested on doing some NFTs. As I mentioned before, like coffee culture, they use NFTs. So they know the future is NFTs, so they're into that. They're already preparing for next year. We might see some more coming, right? So will be my selling point for people.
Imagine if, for example, Starbucks would release an NFT, let's say it's going to be $1,000 and you get free coffee for life. I would love that. I would buy that because I buy one coffee a day, basically. It's like $3-4. I buy that in 2 years, I get my money back. And if I'm tired of it, I can, sell the NFT elsewhere. Or, you get houses. Maybe in the future, we're going to have house deeds that are now NFTs. I want to sell you the house. I sell you the NFT. That NFT is not fake because it's on the blockchain, and it's going to simplify a lot of paperwork because, our generation, we don't like having, stacks and stacks of papers. I would much rather own a house as an NFT than, have 10 papers that if I lose, I lose the house basically, or, I have to go around and try to get it back. So I think we're going to see a real utility for NFTs maybe in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Who knows when that's going to happen.
I had a really good idea about this house NFTs. Well, imagine that you actually have NFTs that like obviously dynamic, and it will say, where's your bricks coming from? Who was your builders when it was built? So it's basically the whole history. Who you sold the house, or who fixed your roof, who died in that house, because this is like really important topic for me. Like if is I usually ask, does anyone die here? What imagine everything will be like the whole history from the zero to the, like next generation. Everything will be on that information and NFT. No need to have, and then you will know everything, right? And then you just simply transfer that NFT to a holder and sell the house that way. That will be fantastic.
What can people do to get more involved in ICP and in the ICP Hub Thailand? Can new people join the hub?
Yeah, of course, anyone can join. So anyone can go to Telegram and join us. And we do host some cool quizzes, contests to reward the community. So if you stay active in the community or active weekly members, we have rewards for them as well. Then early airdrops when we have all these people who are building. Right now it's a building phase. When they have potential tokens, they will be airdropped into the community, especially for Thailand Hub. They can write articles. We can reward them for them. We are running also Zilli campaigns. The Zilli campaigns has quite many different quests and tasks that people participate and get rewarded for that as well. And maybe they can find another member who is interested to build an ICP project, and we will support with that as well.
What was the process of starting the hub? Because I asked this Bruno Calabretta, who also has a hub. He didn't want to tell me. So I'm going to ask you, what's the process of starting a hub?
What's the process to start in a hub? So like from the beginning, you mean? Like
yeah.
What?
So if somebody is in a region where there is no hub nearby, right? What's the process of
to be official hub? You will have to apply first. I think internetcomputer.org has information on would you like to become a local hub. You have to apply. Obviously, you have to because it's not an easy task to run a hub. So obviously, you're going to have interview, and you're going to have you attach your resume, what you've done, that foundation can see your achievements. Is it a good fit? So you might have several different interviews to get in and to have a like to have actually to meet people from foundation who is working on global mass adoption team. And after you're done, you're going to have a whole month of onboarding with the foundation. They have prepared quite many different activities to understand better. During that month, while you're onboarding, you also write in your business plan, because without business plan, there is no hub. All of us had to write a business plan. All of us have to come up with branding for our hub. So after that is over, you officially start working as a hub, and then you have to. There is a little bit a list of things that hub is focusing that you need to do, and there are of course KPIs and metrics, and everything has to be recorded. And you need to meet your metrics to be able to. It's actually a really great tool to see your achievement. You see your metrics, you see your achievement, what you want to do, maybe more. More is always welcome, right?
Of
Less
course.
is not really good. So this is basically that's what you have to do. You start maybe on the beginning, everybody starts a little bit slow because nobody, when we started, it was new, right? We didn't know what to do. Now we are already OGs, right?
Right.
So
And
we
now,
know
now,
what,
yeah,
what to do. So
yeah.
we know how to find these people. We contact many people through LinkedIn to get connections, collaborations, networking, you name it.
Mhm.
So maybe if it's not fit for us, we share that contact information with other hubs, and other hubs do the same. We do
Mhm.
lots of intros to each other as well.
And it's nice that you guys have this community of hubs and you're helping one another. And as you mentioned earlier, at the beginning, people didn't know what they were supposed to do, but now there is a standard. So for the people that are looking to open a hub now, say goodbye to your free time, say hello to waking up at 6 a.m. and going to bed at who knows what time. So it's honestly it's more than a full-time job, I would assume. And I'm really happy to see that you guys are pushing Web3 and the Internet Computer Protocol all around the world. So that's really nice that you do. I want to end on, what are you guys planning? What do you have in your roadmap that people can be excited about?
Okay, so the roadmap is pretty simple. We're still focusing on VR, then we're focusing on boot camps, and then we're focusing on a gaming, onboarding gaming, because gaming is huge in Thailand, but we need to make sure that they know how to deploy on ICP. So the gaming will be also a key for us to success. We will be working with the different communities. We will have accelerator program. We already have it, but we are going to push that, which is going to be maybe 2 months. The plan is to onboard 5 or 6 projects, very good ones that can do successful launch on an ICP community, and potentially do to become a DAO. So this is our work.
Thank you very much. I think that answers all of my questions. If you have a message for our community, now is the time to share your message.
If you're ever in Thailand, please contact me. I would be happy to connect with you. And if you are coming in November and maybe you're somewhere and you're a developer, we will be having a hacker house. So stay tuned on that. Join Thailand ICP Hub, Telegram or Twitter or X. And I would be happy to connect with you at any time because I'm always on my phone.
I'm going to see you guys in Zurich on May 23rd. It's going to be like the 3rd anniversary of the Internet Computer Protocol. And a bunch of people are going to be in Zurich, and everybody's invited. And I'm looking forward to meeting you in real life in Zurich as well.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much as well, and talk to you soon. I hope you enjoyed my discussion with Iana. And remember, if you're looking to build your project on the Internet Computer Protocol, or you want to join a friendly community, look for the nearest ICP hub and have a chat with them. And with that, we're done. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.